What's up, YouTube? I've got a sped up battle here, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be using my Final Fantasy Dissidia team, and he's going to be using a FerroBliss combination. So I'm going to lead off with Lightning. This is when I was playing around with items and had an air balloon, but Lightning's just going to blow her top as usual, and then Paradigm Shift on out, because Blissey. Oh, Blissey. So now I'm going to bring in Cecil because I didn't know whether Blissey would have either Toxic or Thunder Wave, and he has Infernate and Mean Chow, so I really don't need Cecil too much as compared to Tentacruel, who would be my Jet. Mean Chow is going to come in as expected. I get off a Confuse Ray, and then I'm going to switch on out to Squall, just to get off an Intimidate, as he goes for a predicted U-turn, but instead just hits himself in Confusion. So he's going to hard switch out into Jellicent, as I go for a free Brave Bird on anything that had come in. Knowing that I can't 2-hit KO, I'm going to switch to Cecil to block the Will-O-Wisp, and I have a feeling I could win the stall war with Jellicent. So he recovers up here, and my payback does about the same. So knowing that I could just curse up, I'm gonna go for Confuse Ray to help out a bit, as he just keeps recover stalling. I don't know how he didn't see the strategy coming, but then switching into a Confuse Ray would have been a bad move. So this turn he knows that I'm going to curse up, or I just went for the payback just to get some damage on anything, but really it's a Fortress. So that's negative damage, and that Toxic's racking up. So I'm going to switch out to Jet as he sets up Stealth Rocks. And this gives me the perfect opportunity to set up Toxic Spikes, because Jet is just gonna spew toxic stuff everywhere. Since he has Toxic instead of Thunder Wave, he can't touch me. So set up 2 layers, and then I'm gonna Rapid Spin away, as he brings out Galvantula. Here, the obvious Thunder is obvious, so I'm going to switch back into Lightning to get a Lightning boost. And I know he's going to switch, and I can hit anything hard with Overheat except for Blissey. Oh, Blissey. So yeah, Lightning's just going to Paradigm Shift again and retreat back. Going into Squall here, should be fairly obvious what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for the close combat anyways. He was probably afraid to switch in Jellicent, because looking at the amount of health it had, it might have gone down to Brave Bird, maybe. Fortress was the much better option, and here I'm going to make a misplay. I'm going to expect him to set up rocks again, but instead he's going to go for a Gyro Ball, which I do resist, but he gets a crit. And also the speed difference between us is considerable. So I thought this time go for Thunderbolt, but yeah, he's going to get an Earthquake off on me, and had he not gotten the crit, I think I would have survived that. But now Tifa can come in and revenge kill with a Fire Punch. And here he actually misses the Thunder, which is great. I think it's payback for the crit he got on me. thanks to Toxic Spikes, I'm going to be able to one-hit him with the return. Switch on out to Squall, and here I find out that means... Now, since I guessed wrong, Squall is going to die, and I'm going to have to switch into Jet again to take anything he's got, but he's going to switch out and bring in Blissey once more. I'm just going to try to stall down Blissey's health a little bit before switching out my... So here I'm going to switch back into Cecil, knowing that he's going to soft boil. But I figure that, and this is one of the reasons I sped up the battle, I think I can stall him out. Because he's been in there a little bit longer than me. I have Confuse Ray, and I've also got healing. Cecil can heal up with the power of the moon. So essentially, we'd be able to do about the same amount of damage to each other, but I have the addition of him being in longer, and he's confused. Unfortunately, he snaps out of confusion after only one turn, and gets off a seismic toss. So that's not great, but I mean, I did succeed in tricking him into staying in long enough that Blissey is leaving at half health. Here, I just went for the payback because, I mean, my goal was to make Blissey be somewhere around or lower than half, so I can easily kill it off later on. Again, I can switch in a Jet and tank any hit from Ning Xiao. Here, I was really surprised about the Calm Mind, because at this point, there's not too much he could do, but I just went for Surf, expecting him to try to get some damage, and then have a safe switch into something else. He goes for Grass Knot, which, you know, caught me off guard a bit, but it still does hardly any damage. He probably should have just... I think going for the stab move might have been better there, but... Anyways, I'm going to switch out and bring in Kane as he goes for the Seismic Toss. And Kane has Skill Link and is going to get out his Icicle Spear and finish off Blissey, finally taking down his second wall. And he's going to bring in Jellicent, and Skill Link and Curse Body do not mix. So I definitely need to switch out. Unfortunately, Jet is going to get burned here, which hurts because I was thinking Jet would be really important for his Infernape. Knowing that he's been in for a little bit, I'm just gonna switch to Cecil, be able to tank a hit and recover back up with Moonlight, as I believe he switches out, predicting my Moonlight, and also just wanting to get Infernape in for free. Even if I had gone for Confuse Ray, that probably would have been the better option there, considering Jellicent can't do a thing to Cecil. I'm going to bring in Kane as Death Fodder as he goes for the close combat. And here I'm going to bring in Tifa, because this is what Tifa does. She is going to take the close combat, because she's not the Klutz build, she is the cute charm. I mean, look at Tifa, she's so adorable, he's gonna fall in love with her even. But it doesn't matter, at -2 defense, Return is going to wipe him out. And that leaves Tifa just enough time to pull an Aerith and use Healing Wish to sacrifice herself to save the planet. so I decide to let Cecil finish up the battle. The Healing Wish is going to get rid of my Toxic. He does burn knowing what's coming, but doesn't matter. Crit just speeds the process up. I still have more Moonlights, and there's nothing he can do. So that's a good game. Hope you like this Dissidia Final Fantasy team. I originally bred this team to battle NecroStevo, so you could try to check out that battle if you are not already subscribed to him. Please subscribe to me. Thanks. Bye.